Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. Today we have Hexenkönig. I had to make sure I got that name right. Apparently I have heard this song before in the 2024 ambient synesthesia, but it's been long enough that there's no way I would have remembered any part of this song, so I'm going to be reacting to this as its own video, and I very likely won't remember any of it, but if I do remember something, it might be just like an aspect of the melody, but that's neither here nor there. So huge thank you to Firewire for putting this into the comments from last video, and a bunch of people apparently wanting me to get to it, and then Whisperbite and Lufus for kind of clarifying in the comments below that I had heard the song before, so they kind of answered that for me, so I'm not going to be confused if I do recognize something. And without further ado, let's go! Alright. Maybe I do recognize a little bit of that. I think I recognize that. Oh yeah. That's what I remember. Thought that sounded a little familiar. Oh, that is sick, though. Obviously, it's still a different experience hearing the studio version. The impact is a lot stronger on studio versions a lot of the time. Live versions can be great, but you notice different things, you know? That ticking in the background there, like little details. I also love this logo. Graphic designer brain kind of grabbed me there, but I like that the art behind it is what's on the logo. That's just neat. It's very well done. Got some crunchy dissonance in there. Woo! Ow! But like in a good way, though. Those screeches were so high pitch. I'm sensitive to high pitch, but like, man, it kind of worked. Like, they did a good job there. Somehow it didn't feel out of place. And this is just a great, powerful section in general. Just I think that was an electric guitar behind like that main beef of the song where it's like it's like Jesus Christ. So immediately my thoughts are kind of that this has just such a great motif usage. Like this like that part in there, like that is so sick. That is an amazing thing to keep returning to, and playing it on loop doesn't feel old. It doesn't feel like I'm hearing it over and over again, even though I am. It's fresh every single time, and you're just not tired of it. Like, every single iteration of it through this song feels so new, and it's just like, whoa, okay, oh, we're still here. It's kind of like the Call on Me sample from EDM and dance music. Like, that is used everywhere. I guarantee you've heard it. I'm going to put it in right here so you can hear it. You see what I mean? I almost guarantee you guys, if you've heard any EDM in your life, you've heard that sample, because it's taken from an older song that was then remixed, and then everybody just chooses to use that in like every dance mix on any live show ever. It's one of the most like infamous, famous pieces of looping an EDM soundtrack ever. And it's just like, that's what's there now. And it's not even like the original pattern that was played in. They like rearranged it for the EDM version, and that's the version that got popular. So in that way, this just feels so fresh every single time. Like every single iteration, as it gets into like that more modern take on the song and things slow down, it kind of just punches you on the gut, and you're just kind of like, oh, hey, wait up. Oh, like that carries an entirely different energy than initially when it came in. It had a lot more presence in it, maybe, but like pulling it into this more modern sound just kind of leveled the playing field, and everything felt so intense while also introducing an entirely new generation of sound into this whole mix. That was amazing. That like scale up, like the vocals just kind of building this, oh, bam, just like right into it. Just such a great fucking evolution into that second phase, and it's just so good. It's so nice, dude. And then like later in, when it like pulls everything away and it kind of does a lot more of this like crunchy stuff, like I mentioned, those like resonant frequencies, those like higher notes on the piano that were just kind of being played, and they really don't work together, and that's where that dissonance comes from. It's just, they aren't supposed to feel right, but that creates this tension on the back end, but at a slower point in the song, a lower point in the song where everything feels a little bit less energetic, where they want to build back into it, and they're doing that by creating some of this tension on the high end and just letting it sit there. It doesn't go away, it doesn't dissipate, they don't resolve it in any way until it goes back up again and we have another build into that same exact movement. And oh man, it's just like, that's the name of this song, is scale. Keeping things together, that repetition not getting boring because they keep changing the dynamic range of the entire song. That's just an amazing build, and it's just so much fun. Are you kidding me? I absolutely understand why this is a battle theme. This is some of the best energy I could ever ask for in a battle, because you're just constantly met with it. Even when it does pull itself down, you're still sitting there being asked to wait for a little bit more because there's more coming, and you know it because they are sitting here with the full promise intact, and they had not faulted you before. You know, like there was no lie. This song was amazing up to that point. They took some of it away. They're like, don't worry, it's coming back. Frosty will be back next year. It's just the end of winter. You know what? Like, let's scale back into it. Here he is. And it's like, oh shit. That's such a good energy to have, because just like a battle will have different dynamic ranges and different events happening constantly throughout it, this song does that. It scales, it swells, it dissipates, it returns, it builds up tension, it releases the tension, but never where you don't want it to. It's always the perfect apex of every single movement, and that is an amazing track. But I think I am starting to get a little bit rough on my throat. I'm not 100% back from my health yet. I did have a little bit of a cold this past week, and I've been talking enough where my throat's like, yo bro, chill out. So I'm gonna call it here. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to request something else, by all means, please do so in the comments below, and I will do my best to get to it as always. And if you just enjoyed this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!